Joining us this Sunday afternoon, this is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Knicks. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Hamid is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's McRae. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And Anthony drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here is Conley. Randolph in the post. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Randolph's got his first points in this one.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Here's Conley after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Randolph passes to McRae. Just 5 to shoot. And Muhammad kicks to Randolph. That's good.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Green against Conley. Deflects the pass. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. And Freak throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here is Conley. The Knicks making the shot. No good there off the double clutch. For New York, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Down low, here's Stewart. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Here's Muhammad. And another miss by Memphis.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And that's going to be a travel. Here's a look at which players have been the most adept at finding and hitting high percentage shots since the All-Star break. Freak, number 1. In the 3rd spot, Brandon Wright.
What a shooting exhibition it's been for these two players during that stretch. I mean, nearly automatic for both.
Down low, here's Olynyk, and the layup's good off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
New York trailing. Outside Anthony. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robin Lopez has checked in for Porzingis. McLemore has come in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's a Flalo in for Gerald Green. Now here's Freak. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. For the three. That one's rebounded by McRae.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Rivers dishes to Freak. Rivers with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Conley out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Koufos in at the 5 down low. Now here's Conley. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He dropped in 24 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hits 5. No doubt about it.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Anthony kicks to Freak. Now here's Rivers, defended by Koufos, and that one's good. And it's 6 points for Freak.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Rivers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. From deep. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Nets in Brooklyn.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Koufos. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny, that's a facial.
And so here's Memphis. The Knicks making the shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A different look for New York. Zinkis, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Gerald Green in for Rivers. Zach Randolph's checked in for the Grizzlies. McRae has come in for Johnson. Now here's Aflalo. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Green, the pass to Stewart. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Here's McRae. His last outing, he had 8 points. Now the feed to Conley. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
Here's Anthony. The Grizzlies making the shot. Anthony drawing the double team. Porzingis, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's Olynyk. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game from 13. And Zach Randolph, the bucket on the assist by Conley. And it's 8 points for Zach Randolph.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now here's McLemore. Stewart passes to Porzingis. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's McRae. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Conley kicks to Olynyk. And the shot no good, a bit short. Knicks trail by 3. Anthony dishes to McLemore. The drive by Green. Pass to Porzingis. Plenty of space. Randolph grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now here's Conley. Guarded closely. Kick by Randolph. Here's Muhammad. Misfires after coming off the pick.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Grizzlies out at...
Well, a very slow start to this basketball game, but you got back in it late. How important was it to trim this lead before the half?
Meant a lot, because it means I don't have to do so much to get the win next time. We got this, though. Slow start and all. In fact, I can guarantee we're going to complete this comeback the rest of the way. Y'all heard that here, all right?
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. At the offensive end of the floor, it's been a very intelligent display. We're hitting our shots because we're only taking smart shots, and that's the way we want to do it. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Some great work. A real nice...
Teammates, very unselfish play from him today.
Here's Anthony. Stewart, he's in at center. Anthony out there with Porzingis. And it's Rivers, and it's Green in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis.
And they're beginning fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Passes it to Conley. There's the dish to Randolph. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conley's shot is off. New York trailing. Outside Anthony. And it's good. But through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
New York shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And for Memphis, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Outside Randolph. And the pass to Conley. Outside Green. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Olynyk is covering. No good with the elbow jumper.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Rivers kicks to Green. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And, guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
A different look for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Freak. Kyle O'Quinn, some teams deciding to change it up. 1:07 left to play in the third. Now here's Rivers. 13 points in the game. And Freak throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
It's stolen by Anthony. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Poked loose. He dishes it to Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 15 points for Freak.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Knicks leading by 11. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wright with the double team. Lets a floater go. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And Anthony drops them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Here's Olynyk. It's deflected. 1 second left. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Check it out.
Welcome back, fourth quarter. Action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Grizzlies trail by 13. So on the floor for Memphis. McCray is out there with Conley. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Randolph in at the force line. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And Muhammad kicks to Conley. That three off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And now here comes Conley leading the break. Dishes to Olynyk. Fires the three. And another miss by Memphis.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Outside Conley. Randolph a screen. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Lopez, he's checked in for Freak. Stewart's checked in for the Knicks. Memphis also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. Jones comes in for McCray. And James Johnson is subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Stewart. No good. And Memphis the other way now.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
There's a screen. Jones, no one around him. And Costa Kufis picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. McCray's checked in for Memphis. Conley now comes in for Johnson. The Knicks leading by 14. Here's Stewart. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 6 assists in the game.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Stewart. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Conley kicks to Olynyk. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Stewart.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
New York moving it around. To the left wing, to the middle. It's stolen by Jones. Outside Conley. Pass to McCray. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Rivers against Conley. To the inside. Here's Stewart. And the layup's good off the glass. Freak's got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
They simply refused to let their opponent off the hook in either game of this season series. That's why they're going to finish the year with a record of 2-0 against the Grizzlies.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Tough break. They've got to take care of the ball if they're going to make a comeback.
A different look for New York. Porzingis, he's checked in for Robinson. Anthony comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Gerald Green in for McLemore. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Koupas. Randolph comes in for Jones. McRae's checked in for James Johnson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donald Sloan. And that one's good. Freak.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They double-team Conley. Olynyk the pass to Muhammad. He kicks it to Randolph. He feeds it to Muhammad to the left wing. Uncovered, and it's Memphis with another. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the paint. Some solid defense from Randolph. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. During the second half, it seemed like he was simply on a mission. Really didn't let up.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.